Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still I wanna ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game.
Man, the panel looks a little different today, but I'm not tripping. I'm super excited about it. We got some folks missing, but it's okay. I'm still super excited about it. Shout out to Dez, who was out doing her thing. Y'all know Dez is a part of Level 1 family, but she also does great work from Freedom Games. She has Things for Games coming up. She does stuff with the Mix. She's all over the place in this industry, so she can't make it tonight, but it's all good. Baron is somewhere, possibly using the restroom or cleaning out his toenails. I'm not sure which one he's doing, but he's somewhere doing something. Great show tonight. I got a lot of predictions that I think are fairly good. I worked pretty hard on this. I don't want to go too high or go too much in the sky because, Jay Barry is here today to make sure we stay grounded and make sure that Xbox high doesn't get too far up there. We're going through introductions. First up, my right hand man, the Flo Hogan with the hardest of all. What's going on, sis?
Not much. I'm excited to be here with the boys, talk about some games, and I am so sorry to the people of New York. We are literally smoke bombing you right now. With
Hey, Canada doing y'all dirty down there, boy. Woo!
I am so sorry.
Oh my goodness.
But we love you. Just stay inside, wear a mask, and take care of yourself, okay? We love you.
Listen, speaking of being up north, I got my brother Jay Barry in the building who is dealing with this smoke from Canada. Canada has declared war on New York. How you doing, my boy?
Yo, I have a crazy story too, man. Appreciate the invite, though, fame. You're my bro, man.
Yes, sir.
But I took a nap at lunchtime, right? I'm working from home, took a nap at lunchtime, and I woke up and I'm like, everything just looks orange and gray. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm thinking, I'm smelling fire and smoke. So I'm looking outside. I'm like, is there a fire going on? I'm trying to I called my brother. He's like, you don't read the news. You don't read the news. There's wildfires in Canada. I was like, oh yeah, they did say that. You know what I mean? So that kind of cleared my, my worries a little bit, man.
Man,
but overall, it looked disgusting outside, man. I was supposed to go outside to do some food shopping, but I was like, you know what? Nah, I ain't even going.
Is it still bad like right now? Is it still the orange out there?
It cleared up. But like it's probably traveling, so probably other areas like probably Staten Island, probably even to New Jersey now is probably seeing it now. So, but nah, man, it's gonna be a fun show regardless, man. Like I said on Twitter, I really want Xbox to have a good show. And I'm on my best behavior today, so y'all got it, man.
Somebody got to give us a good show. I mean, we ain't had a good show this E3 season yet.
I got no comment, man. I got no comment.
Listen, before we keep going, Barry, have you seen? There's a video somebody did, and you and Persona all up through that video, man. Y'all looked heartbroken during that event, bro.
Oh, really? Somebody did a video?
Yeah, I want to say it was Frantinga. He did like a compilation, and like 50% of it is you and Persona, bro. You look heartbroken, my boy. Yeah.
No, yeah, I was definitely disappointed in PlayStation Showcase because not saying that it was a horrible showcase because it wasn't, but I just I had more questions than answers after the showcase. Like what is going on first party wise? You know what I mean? I think it's a little bit unacceptable, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I speak from the heart, man. So I'm not going to hide my reactions or how I feel about the show. As we doing, I'm not going to front. I mean, I think it was bad, especially when that movie came up. I was like, oh my god,
hey, that was bad, bro. Now, see, I think as somebody in the chat, let me know. Are we having issues with the show? Are we looking kind of choppy? What's going on here?
It looked like it's running in red falls on frame rate, but
bro, that's what I'm saying. I don't quite know.
My bad, Miles. I apologize, man. I apologize. You know what I mean?
Yo, we are running nasty right now, and I'm not quite sure why.
It's the smoke. It's just taking your whatchamacallit, your spectrum out now.
This is my last day hosting, and it would be an issue going on. Give me my bad, Hugger. While I work on this, can you introduce our guest who's bringing back Triple XP?
Yeah, the man himself, the man that came in here looking fresh. Miles, baby, it's been a while. How have you been?
Yo, I'm good. It feels good to be back. It has been a minute. I think on my first episode, we were joking around about starting the Triple XP, the late night, the spicy edition of this show. But I'm excited to be here. Obviously, we're in the heat of the season. We just had the PlayStation Showcase. We got the Xbox Showcase. Summer Game Fest is tomorrow. It's a good time to be excited about the future of video games. And sometimes on the other side of a show, we get bummed. We want that moment. We want that reveal just for us, and sometimes we don't get it. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about what we could see this coming week because we got Capcom. Everyone's bringing something to the table. in the next week. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
It doesn't feel real that it's June already, though.
Oh,
Like-
it's been a blur this year. The last 12 months have been an absolute blur. So yeah, it's wild that it's already June.
Oh my god. Fame, you okay?
I'm just trying to figure out what's going. I mean, everything's looking good on my end. I hate the fact that we're looking really choppy right now. I do apologize.
It'll flatten itself out. Come on, embrace your inner Dora Milaje.
Man, shout out to Jay with the $2 super chat saying hit that like this. It sounds great. We sound good. We just look bad. If I have to switch us over to an audio only mode, I will. I do apologize about that for the people who are watching. That's my bad. Shout out to Jay with $2 super chat. I really appreciate you coming out and rocking with us. Now listen, before we get into the main reason why we're here today, right? I'm gonna ask you a question. Who's playing Diablo right now?
Ooh, I am for sure.
What are y'all quick thoughts on Diablo? Does it have a chance to be up there? And when we're talking game of the year, we're talking. There's some amazing games dropping this year from Zelda to other titles. Is it capable of being in that conversation? Is it that good? Because I'm having a hell of a time.
The game of the year conversations this year are going to be wild. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like it's possible it can get there in the game of the year. For me, my metrics on game of the year is like much different. I think you got to nail all aspects. Like the gameplay is addicting. It's fun gameplay loop. But story wise, I still got to dive into it. Even though I'm playing a hell of I got like about 15, 16 hours in the game already. But yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot, man. Rogue is the best class. Y'all get on, get caught on. You know what I mean?
That's what
it's super fun. Oh yeah, Rogue is cheap, man.
I went sorcerer. Because I've always been to the magic users, but I'm hating a little bit because I think I made a mistake.
I'm going thick druid, big old thickums all the way.
Thickums. Mm-hmm. I'll go necromancer because that's cheat mode right there.
Oh yeah, necromancer's strong too. I mean, everybody's strong, yeah, everybody's strong, but it depends on your play style for real. But yeah, Diablo, super fun game. I'm happy that people was talking about gameplay now, though. Fame, you know what I mean? When it came to my bad, I'm on my best behavior today. I'm sorry about that.
Listen, Persona said Barbarian Boys for the win.
Spin it to win it, baby.
Oh, Fame though.
Oh, a barbarian.
Give the flex. You gotta flex if you're gonna talk about a barbarian. Come on, show us your guns today.
Oh no, I ain't no barbarian. I'm a sorcerer. That's Persona talking about them barbarians. It's sorcerers all day and tomorrow. For me personally,
Persona he does a bleed barbarian build. It's kind of crazy.
Okay. Listen, I think what you guys are seeing is going to be the rest of the show. I apologize. I'm not sure how to fix this without stopping the show, and I don't want to stop the show. I don't want to have to get you guys back in there, so I do apologize for that. It's going to be choppy, and I have to figure out what the issue is after the fact. But listen, we're going to jump right into it. But before we get to the predictions, I do want to go around the panel, and Miles, I want to start with you. Because one of the bigger things about this show is Starfield, right? Starfield is going to have its own little separate presentation. I believe we're looking about 30 minutes or so for this presentation. I want to ask you, we're seeing a lot of articles from different publications. I've said it also myself that I do feel like there's a lot of pressure on Starfield. It's probably about as much pressure on Starfield than any other game in Xbox history besides Halo, right? I do want to get your thoughts. Is there too much pressure on Starfield to be not just good? It has to be great.
Got to be the unquestionable banger for Xbox, right? In this year, it's interesting because I think a lot of the fixation with Starfield comes off the back of the Light 2022 and then Redfall. Those two elements have really amplified the pressure. People are down on Xbox. People are disappointed in Xbox's ability to deliver. And, whether you're a fan or a skeptic, I think you can look at the last year specifically of Xbox, and there's been bright spots. I think Hi-Fi Rush was a cool moment early on where everybody's like, yeah, all right. They're, empowering these teams to take risks, deliver creative games, and then immediately after it was just, ABK news, Redfall's a mess, and it was just this negative cycle for Xbox. It's been a weird year. They started, immediately after Hi-Fi Rush with a bunch of layoffs as well. So it's the energy surrounding Xbox. If you're someone like us who's in tune, listening to all of it, it's been weird. It's been really off. So I think a lot of hardcore fans want that big win, and they want the for Starfield, some of it is the typical fanboy noise. Like, I want the Xbox game that I can dunk on the PlayStation fans because they don't get to play it. And that's what some of it is. But there is a lot of pressure because Xbox's promise with acquisitions has been these teams can make the best games that they've ever made before. Like, as an audience, as an average person, that's why we're supposed to be okay with it and be excited about Xbox buying studios and buying publishers. We look at Redfall as a recent example and say, you didn't deliver there. That's not Arcane's best game. And then we had, a report from Jason Schreier breaking down what happened behind the scenes. But that being said, just from an optics perspective, Xbox didn't deliver on that promise in that situation. So again, we go to Starfield, which is the first new Bethesda IP in a long time. The follow Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim, these massive games that people love. And yeah, there is pressure. There's definitely a lot of pressure, but I think if Xbox has a damn good show outside of that, that'll take a little bit of pressure off of Starfield. But again, I'm of the camp that even if Starfield isn't the best game ever, I don't really expect Starfield to be a miss in the same way that Redfall was.
What about you, Barry? Coming from a different perspective, you mostly play PlayStation. My man that built the PC, my man doing a thing on PC. Is there too much or not enough pressure on Starfield at the moment? What happened? All right, you guys maybe only be hearing me at the moment.
What happened?
I'm not sure what happened. I got kicked out or something, but geez, this thing is falling apart at its.
You want me to take over?
Well, we'll have to shut the podcast down, which I don't want to do. But I'm about to get everybody back on screen. But Barry, you're still here. I do want to hear your thoughts on Starfield. Is there too much pressure for Starfield to succeed?
I don't think it's too much pressure, but there is a lot of pressure on it, Starfield. I think Starfield is what Xbox's like next major game or release, right? For the platform. Redfall didn't really turn out as expected. So yeah, like a game like Starfield, the next major big game, a lot of eyes is going to look at it like, oh, is it going to launch buggy? The typical, Bethesda type of, stuff that comes with it. But yeah, that's the fact that the pedigree of Bethesda, the fact that Microsoft, when it comes to 2023, a lot of people is rooting for them to deliver a great game for the year. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on it, but is it too much pressure? I don't necessarily think so. Well, regardless, I think that Starfield is going to end up being a great game, especially for the people that enjoy those type of games. If you enjoy Bethesda games, regardless, I feel like you're in for a treat with that game. So at the end of the day, there's pressure, but it's not crazy pressure. Because I really feel like it's not going to be no Redfall. You know what I mean? People's going to actually enjoy that game.
That's all true. I think
I'm
right there with you. But
no, go ahead, Hooks.
For the people that are looking forward to this, because let's be honest, nobody says Skyrim is a bad game. We've all been playing it for the last 60 years, however long it's been out. I think it's gonna hit that point for the people that already are coming and hating it. They're probably not gonna be satisfied, but that's okay. It's gonna be a medium game for those that are like, I wasn't really expecting much. I think the main challenge is going to be the new engine. It's untested for us. It's untested for them. So we're going to see some problems. But at least it won't be the Lord of the Rings Gollum game. That we can promise.
Well, that game wasn't greatness?
At least. Boy, I think that game averages at 2.
I think for the first time we saw that game, we packed that thing up. But
I'll take the Prince of Persia remake that Ubisoft was going to put out, the PlayStation 2 one that they were going to put out in 2020.
Before we get into the predictions that are showing the meat of the show, I don't want to do you guys like this, right? So, Hugger, I want you to take over the show. We're going to shut down and come back up in like 2 seconds, but we got to get this thing fixed.
You don't have to shut it down. You know that.
Word?
She has the login.
Yeah.
All you got to do, how are you capturing the stream? Are you capturing it through OBS?
Yeah.
So on the YouTube thing, do not stop the broadcast. But
okay. Stop my OBS.
Just just stop the stream, but not on the YouTube on little splash screen there.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna hit stop on this. So it'll keep going on YouTube.
Broadcast. That's